well, welcome back to the land of hard rain and dirty old dump bee pain. Look at how swollen my arm is. Look at it. It's not supposed to have that curve. But look at this wrist, right? Huh? Look at this one.
I've just been checking out some of that internet. Go and check my mail over there.
It's not good. I got stung everywhere. I got stung on the arm, on the finger, on the gut, a bunch of places. My boy there, he got stung on the side of the head. It wasn't good, but I never swelled up this bad from bee stings before, but I think I might just take one of them bee stings and just sting her somewhere else if it's gonna swell up that bad. So enough mouth breathing and mongoloid about how my fingers hurt. Man, I look like a fatty. Like, it's awesome to see. Look at that hand. This hand, that hand, this hand. Fatty, rides a rascal through the Walmart aisles. Doesn't. I didn't think the swelling would get this bad. All right, let's get to the point here. Go, hit pause on this. Go grab yourself a fresh one out of the fridge. Sit down, I got a story to tell. So a while ago, I started watching this channel called Hi-Ho Stable Garage. And the kids met his old man and him before his old man passed away. He used to watch my channel all the time. They live completely on the other side of the country. So Alberta and New Brunswick. So yeah, I think it's one of the Newfoundlands. There's a bunch of Newfoundlands, but yeah, he's one of the farthest ones away. So him and his old man have been watching my dirty old LubeTube channel for a few years, I guess. Low and Behold, he says that I was one of the big factors as to why he bought a dirty old IDI. If you go onto his channel, it's pretty badass. He's actually made a mega cab long box 4-wheel drive version of this truck. So basically fur by fur, but it's 2 front doors as the door. So it's a mega cab long box, which is pretty badass. It's powered by a 6.9 IDI. So he's driving this mega cab long box bird all over the place. He built it. He gets all kinds of stuff done in a short amount of time. The kid's mint. Tits out of 10. So a long time ago, when I got this truck re-jived out of the hole she was sitting in, where the old K-Whopper came from, obviously I made a video on this and got her going. I got her running from where she was sitting. I think it was sitting for 12 years or something. I don't actually remember. They were using it as a garbage truck. And I got the old prick running, me and Sawed-Off Frenchman. We got her running, we dinked around with it. It didn't need a whole lot. The drive shaft had a bend or a ding in it. So I pulled the drive shaft out from under it, got her sent off to the driveline shop, A1 Driveline in Grand Prairie, tits out of 10. Look at the mint sign with the fatty hand. Look at the size of that. It's got rolls for Fox Creek. My hand looks like the backside of Sawed-Off Frenchman's neck, like a package of hot dogs. So I pulled the drive shaft out of it, meow, sent her down to the driveline shop, and you're saying, Peg, what are you jawing about? You said, first you're talking about Hi-Ho Stable Garage, and you're talking about rejiving and driving this thing, and get on with it. All right, relax. Remember I told you guys to go grab yourself a beer? It'll calm the nerve, because I get the rambling, I don't know what the I'm saying. So I rejived this truck, drove it home, and I've been daily driving it here and there.
To make much difference, I sure do like him, but he's hard on equipment.
Hold her right to the mat. Get her. Oh, she got this. Just push right through the box. Give her. Don't his headlights up though. No, that's fine. She's paid for. You know, sometimes it's the only truck that actually runs and drives, so I'll drive her, or I'll drive her back and forth to town, or whatever the case may be. I love this old Ferd. She runs mint still. But the whole idea behind this Ferd since the day I found it was Hi-Ho Stable Garage had that mega cab long box Ferd, right? And he has a TTB 50, which is the twin traction beam, Ford's version of an IFS in the front end. And I said, Hi-Ho, you need yourself a straight axle for that thing. And he says, yeah, Peg and Leg, and I do. I said, well, I got one laying around. I might melt outside here because he's just pissing down rain. So if you go look way over there on top of that school bus.
Enhance. Enhance. Enhance.
There's a straight axle for a dually up there. So I said, hey, you need that straight axle and I can bring it to you. And he says, well, that's a little bit of a drive. I said, well, yeah, the best part about that drive is if I completely avoid all of Canadistan. This is the plan. The plan's the plan, but it might turn into an absolute disaster. So the plan is to completely avoid all of Canada. Canada sucks my ass. Everything east of Saskatchewan, garbage. So I'm gonna avoid all this garbage here, and I'm gonna go straight south into America. where the diesel's better, the food is better, the people are better, everything's better. Everything east of Saskatchewan in Canada, don't even get me started, junk. But New Brunswick is only 3 hours, I think, 3 hours-ish from the New Hampshire border. Live free or die hard. So I'm gonna put in a map here on the old Googler and I can show you where I'm gonna go. So the plan, this is all the plan, this is all speculation. I don't have enough time. What day is it today? It's 31st today, and I wanna leave on the 5th. So that gives me 5 days to do all the work on this pilot. But this is the map. Are you guys ready for the map? Bam. So the map, I'm gonna be leaving Grande Prairie right here, and I'm gonna be going straight south down to Montana. From Montana, I'm gonna head straight over to Chicago. And then from there, the plan is to go straight over to Pennsylvania. And there's this small lube tube guy there. His name is Kerosene Stream. He invited my crippled ass to a steam show. So I wanna go to the steam show in Pennsylvania. That's on the 9th. And then after the steam show in Pennsylvania on the 9th, go see my buddy in New Hampshire. This guy's tits out of 10. Him and I went to the Ottawa protest together. The guy's mean. He lives down in America now. And then after that, head the rest of the way north to Hi-Ho Stable Garage in New Brunswick and give him this loyal old pile of furred, if it makes it, knock on wood. And give him this old Ford, take him all the parts that I have all loaded up on this thing. We gotta go to Princess Auto and get a bunch of mint stuff for the trip. Because, yeah, I plan on driving to his house, signing over the pink slips, getting on an airplane, and coming back to the land of Alberta. So that's the plan. But enough mouth breathing and mongoloiding. Let's get to work. So first on the list is the box. I gotta do taillights. I want some kind of a light bar because the lights on these things are absolute garbage. I don't know if you guys ever driven one of these old Fords before, but these are basically like holding a couple Bic lighters up in front of the truck. So those absolutely suck. We got to go over the thermostat. I'm going to delete that because while I was doing all those donuts on dry pavement, it's got a welded diff, so it will do donuts kind of, but it's a gutless old. But it was heating up a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and delete the thermostat, and hopefully that keeps her cool. Usually they get sticky from sitting. If that doesn't do it, if it won't keep it cool enough, all I do is I weld a wrench in here from the bolts to the bolt, so the fan's always running. I mean, it's going to be terrible on fuel and have even less power, but hopefully it'll keep it cool. So I got to put the drive shaft back in her, so I went over to A1 Driveline. My buddy Blair, my buddy Sean says, hey, Peg and Leggin, we got we'll hook you up. We'll go over it, make sure she's mint and not rake you over the cold government style. So that was pretty mint. All right, let's get these taillights out of there. They're still good. Those are good taillights. It's really hard to find 90s taillights around here. It's really hard to find OSB taillights around here for these old Fords because they get smashed out when you're smashing beers and doing donuts and stuff. So this old prick's got two that aren't that bad, so we're gonna keep those. I love working on where your main tool is basically just a dip disc and a set of torches. Oh, is that a White Claw can? I think the old Neutral Drop boys were hanging out around here.
The women, they drink White Claw. All right, I'm very in touch with my feminine size. Everybody ready?
He's shotgunning a White Claw, folks.
They love their White Claws.
Damn son of a...
So you're sitting on the couch drinking your beer saying, Peg and Leggin, what the sweet fiddler are you gonna do for a box for the dirty old Fords? So me and old Hi-Ho were both back and forth, and it seems like all over the world it's kind of hard to find a logger's box. I got this guy here, that's for a 7-foot Ford. I got another one over there, so I got those two boxes. I got the 7-foot Rebco and the 8-foot Rebco, and then I got the 8-foot Rebco that's on the Crumman that I built. But I also got this minty pile. So this is off the old 77. Who knows what year this box is off of? No idea. I haven't a clue. This truck was obviously pieced together, being that it's a little bit long here. But I was on the phone with Hi-Ho and I said, hey, what do you think about a logger's box for that sassy old Ford? And he was just tickled pink. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna cut this one off of this truck. I think this come off of a Chevy because there's a filler neck on this side and a filler neck on this side. So there's two on this side, one on the other side. So I'm gonna guess it was off a Ford and someone put it on a Chevy with two fuel tank dealies. So we'll go ahead and we'll just peel this guy off and stick her on the back of that old Ford. Willard. 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 Willard! Are you stunned? I'm struggling today, bud. Dirty old dump beast, your old man up. Bad. All right, well, let's get this piece of shit over in front of the shop and start torching it off. Pump it. Oh yeah, all safety. You don't need to worry about this gabillion-pound logger's box falling on top of your head. Oh, I got 2 birds stone with the same joint. I could just scoop all this garbage out of here and put it on the pile. Man, how much torching? All of it. So we got all that torch stuff. So now we gotta figure out a way to dial her home. So an old Slave Lake and a screw cab schlong box and all the rest of that fiddle. I just welded right to the frame because I didn't give a f. So that's what we're gonna do on this one. You minty pricks, but that thing just fits on there, beauty. And she looks sassy. Check that logger's box out. And it's almost the same color. Now, I don't really like those stupid bumpers. The stock bumper on these with the logger's box looks like, in my opinion, I'd much rather have a big old chunk of iron like this going across the back, so that as long as that one will fit, yeah, we're gonna run that anyway. All right, so we got the box mounts all welded in there, looking good. This one I had to cut out of it, what for, well, it was in the way of the fuel filler neck. I cut the out all that so we can get the fuel filler neck back in there. All of this is basically just done with a torch. Back bumpers torch stuff, all the rest of the bracketry's all torch stuff. I figured while I had the box off, we'll cross one more thing off the list. Now you can have an IDI with a muffler on it. Well, let's get the box on there. Well, this is one of those, if you squint, it's mint scenarios. It looks mint right along here. Looks about the same down this side. Nice and smooth looking. The back, so the tire sticks out just a blondie. Tire sticks out just a blondie. We might be keeping her single wheel. What for, this is definitely not a dually logger's box, but that's fine. Block's looking good there. Block's looking good in there. Both the same there. That one's a little wampus, but we'll just fill it full of weld. And this one here looks not bad. Let's weld the thing down. All right, so I've been a welding madman for the last little bit. I threw a 4-inch channeled rear bumper on there. I mean, way mintier than the stock one. Look at that thing. Man, oh, I had to section an end onto it because I'm drunk and I didn't know I didn't have enough, so I put that on there. So that's badass. I capped the ends with some little bit of dump steel I had laying around, but you guys gotta check this out. All right, so I didn't clean up any of the steel on that side before I welded, right? But I cleaned up this stuff. Look at that, just a beautiful weld. Oh yeah, and I didn't bolt anything. She's El Permanente on this old hooer. But this side here, now when I say 1/4 inch of dirt I welded through, I ain't lying. Check that out. Oh, the spatter and fiddle was real. That bumper's on there good. Minty is. I got a pretty good buzz on. Now we got to wrangle some fuel door stuff together. How much fiddle welding? All of it. So I patched up the hole from where the remnants of the Chevy gas door was. So that's mint now. Back bumper welded on like a mother. We got the well, I just scabbed the other fuel door on here, or the other fuel filler on. She's all hooked up. I had to cut and weld the out of that, but I reckon it'll work. You don't need to worry about just cutting everything up, weld them back together and fiddle. Look at that. Looks fine. It'll take diesel. Oh, this one's good too. I just put one tack weld on here. Oh yeah, hi-ho. I know you're watching this. I just want to let you know I haven't used one bolt on anything. Everything's been welded to everything, but I mean, that's fine. You just use a grinder to take things apart instead of a wrench. It's good. So as far as body work's gonna go for tomorrow, this side is struggling. It's not good. Well, she's the next day meow, and let me just tell you, I just got back from town. Oh yeah, town. This one's for Toby. But there's always a silver lining to town. I mean, on the way out of town, like heading towards my place, Princess Auto. So I went there, grabbed a bunch of bodywork supplies. So I got a bunch of that. I was able to go to A1 Driveline. I grabbed my shaft. Those guys hooked me up big time. They said the driveline on this truck was absolutely thundered. They had to weld on a new yoke, I think. They said that whoever the had it before, they blamed it on me, had torched the living out of it at one time. So they fixed me up mint. So hopefully this thing doesn't go down the road like a diesel fired dildo anymore and vibrate my teeth out. Last time I did that, it rattled the screws out of my leg and the thing broke in half halfway through a Terry Fox run. But yeah, so I'm gonna fiddle that back together, pull the thermostat out of the thing, and then I'm gonna go run the out of it. The reason I gotta run the out of it is the first thing is I want to make sure it's not going to push a head gasket out or something like that. The second reason is to make sure the driveline doesn't come apart, and the third reason is to make sure I don't push through the clutch in fifth gear, because the clutch in this thing is just sacked the out. But enough jawing and mouth breathing, let's get back to it. Oh, that burp tasted like another beer. Oh, but before we get too ahead of ourselves here, I was at the dump, believe it or not. We got Princess Auto and the dump on the way home. I mean,
Or who says you can't have it all?
man, I'm a lucky guy. I got beer, I got the dump, I got you Patreon, you got Minty. I got more projects that I can shake my stump at, and a bunch of mint from a dump and Princess Auto. I don't know if I did that in order, but way she goes. Look at this. They had this at the dump. Mint. That's the old spray painter 5000. That'll make you paint like a pro. I ripped one of these pins off my trailer the other day. Got a brand new one of those. Couple of grade 8 bolts and washers. Mint. And all of this got myself hitched. I got some body panel material. That stuff off. Bunch of square stock. Dirty old muffler. Star bar. And I'm gonna use these broken leaf springs for weed whacker things from my skid steer attachment. All the mint. But the creme de la creme was this heater. And no, it ain't cold yet, but don't worry, it comes back every year and it doesn't go away for about 8 months. So there's some good news and there's some bad news about the drive shaft. Good news is it looks like brand new. Bad news is it makes the truck look even because now it's gonna be a old bird with a brand new drive line in it. Look at that. They even painted it, put a new look at it, snap tight spicers in there. What a treat. Too bad the IDI didn't have enough horsepower to blow U-joints out. All right, check this out. A brand new drive, well, brand used. So I met the owner of A1 Driveline in Grand Prairie. When I first moved to Alberta, I was rooting through one of his metal bins in the industrial site looking for driveline parts for my 79 Ford. Well, he come out and he says, what the f you doing? I said, well, I'm looking for driveline parts. Come on in here and we'll get you fixed up. So since day one, that guy helped the cripple out. So when you bring into him, instead of him just trying to sell you something brand new and tell you that the old garbage, he'll work with you. So it's kind of a mix of mint from both worlds. So usually I do everything so hillbilly, it's inevitable to f up, right? Well, he tells the cripple, he's like, cripple, throw some new U-joints in it. We'll use the old shaft, we'll use the old yokes, I'll re-weld the thing, I'll make it mint, I'll balance it, but throw some new U-joints in it. And that's exactly what he did. Made it all minty. And well, at least this is one thing I'm not gonna have to worry about going down the highway, because you know, one thing good on it, you don't need to worry about everything else. I mean, look at the nice weld job I did on this exhaust. Oh yeah, you don't have to worry about the backside. That little guy, don't worry about that little guy. All right, so the drive line's done. Get this pile of out the jack stands, and next thing we got to do tail lights, thermostat delete, and then take the thing per drive to see if we can't find any more weak spots. Princess Auto's got these fancy pants bags. So we got taillights, a pile of rattle cans, a pile of Bondo, and yeah. So they didn't have red oxide primer, and I was hoping I could do her all in red oxide primer. We might just go with primer gray because it was on sale at Princess Auto. Let's see how primer gray looks. Let's see. So from the body line down, that looks not bad, eh? Well, we might go red, we might go black. I'm gonna post her up on the old Patreon and see which one they like more. I'm not really good with these color scheme things, you know. I just go and just give her all the way and not give a. So it's gonna be from the body line down. You know what? Black might look good. You know what we're definitely gonna go with? More beer though. More beer, more mint. All right, so we got the brand new upgrade LED taillights in there. LED. We've got her all mounted down. This is kind of a cool design. This thing unbolts. Well, or you gotta grind the things off, but you unbolt and then you can take the whole works off, replace the taillight, and Princess Auto still sold the same taillight, but I don't know what the gear this thing will be, but yeah, she was at bolt and go. So she's LED, minty as. I mean, you can't beat the look of a dirty old logger's box. This thing's sassy. But you know what? Doing these taillights and fiddling around with this minty old pile of had me thinking. So these two taillights are like 35 bucks a pop. Got me two brand new bolt-in LED taillights, right? Then I was thinking about these guys that buy these 2020 F350s or Duramaxes or Dodges, and they get these taillights that are costing them like $800, or like the newer Freight Shakers. I think it's the Freight Shaker or Western Stars. The headlight assembly, you have to buy the whole thing, and it's like $2,000. You can't replace the bulb. What was wrong with this? This is mint. It cost me like 35 bucks a side for brand new taillights. And look at them, upgraded and LED mint. And also, I was on the phone, jawing away with my buddy there, and kind of lost track of time. But while I was on the phone with him, I pulled the thermostat out of the thing. Now, IDI thermostats are a nightmare to get to. They're all the way down in there. Yeah, you got to pull the alternator, you got to pull the fuel bowl holder thingy off, and the vacuum pump, and all kinds of fiddle. But we got her all dialed in. I probably forgot to tighten up a few bolts, but okay. So now I'm gonna go pressure test the out of this thing, and hopefully there's no problem. So, and what do I mean by hopefully? I mean wishing one hand in the other hand, see which one fills up first. If she runs and drives mint and I can't push through the clutch and it doesn't blow a head gasket in the flooring I'm about to give it, then we're good to go. But if something bad does happen, so that means that I tried to order a clutch today, can't order a clutch. I did order a head gasket kit a while ago. They're up on the shelf over there, but you can't get a clutch for this thing for like a week and a half up in Frostbakistan. So I'm gonna have to pull another truck apart, pull the clutch out of it, a bunch of fiddle, and the body work's gonna have to get thrown off to the side because we're coming down to the deadline here on getting this pile ready to go. So I'm gonna go out, pressure test the out of it, and let's see what happens. I love the way this old girl runs. Smoother than a KFC. Just slide right out of you. Super brass. I think I bolted all the wheels on. The drive shaft's doing a lot better than I thought it was. We're gonna be good to go. Brakes? Oh, we got brakes. This thing's ready to go across the country. It's fine. Well, she's a ripper. Oh yeah, so I put straight gear oil and Lucas in the tranny. So she's a real sluggish shifter until she gets some heat to her, you know? Just a f***ing sweetheart. So, I'm not gonna lie to you, hillbillies. Well, the more I wrench on this thing, the more I want to keep it. But she's going to a good home. She is going to one of the Newfoundlands, but I mean, the guy that lives there, he's a beauty, so he'll give her a good home. Look at that beautiful sunset. Look at that. Beautiful. I love Alberta. Just panoramic. All right, well, we got a hill to our right, 0 to our left. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna drive the living out of it all the way up the hill as hard as I can give it to her. This is over fueling for you. So you give it some gas, right? And you feel the truck starting to pick up momentum. You give it more gas, pick a little bit more. But when you floor it, you can feel the truck lose momentum. That's how much it's over fueling. That's how you know you got her dialed in. See how good the clutch is. Oh yeah, she's pretty good. Pretty not bad. Yeah, durability test, 10 out of 10. Oh yeah, Sean, Blair, A1 driveline. This thing is no longer a diesel fire dildo, boys. Thank you very much. Look, it's just smooth as. Let's do a Tokyo drift rev and dump in a second here. Man. All right, well, she's the next morning here, meow. I slept good, knowing that, well, I was pretty drunk, and I knew that the truck was good to go down the road. What a treat. This one's for Bert. All right, so today I was actually doing some mapping on how far this thing's got to go. Made a little Patreon post last night. So she's got to go 5,900 clicks. So that's like 3,700 miles. So she looks mint back here. Looks all legit. But from here up, it looks like, well, it looks like absolute garbage.
He's not wrong.
And it's bad. It's not good. So what a cripple's got to do is do some kind of a cab corner, fix the bottom of this, sand the whole thing. So I'm thinking black from the body line down. It's gonna look pretty good. So black from here down, and then look all fancy. And then I gotta fix this fender because I might have a fender. I don't know. But this fender's mint. This door's mint. This one's rusty as. But if we sand it, we should be able to make it look good enough. And then just paint over it after bondoing the hole shut. And that cab corner, bondo. Let's get the at her. Man, I'm so stoked that this thing doesn't have the old creepy temperature gauge, because these old IDIs, the older they get, the less they like cool. But this prick has a brand new radiator in it, I think, so that should definitely help a cripple out. Look at how rotten this top rad hose is. We might want to add one of them on the list. All right, so I got a door here, and this door is off of off the old garbage truck. Now, if I take this door and I cut this out, this should be the same contour as that sacked out old cab corner. We should be able to use that. And all right, so everybody's asking what the plan is here. So the plan is to weld that scoop shovel to the side and make it look mint. The other plan here is to two things. One, not get pulled the over because the thing looks like a giant hot pile of which it is. And the second thing is I want one old guy, at least one old guy at a gas station to say, hey, nice old truck. So that's the plan here. Instead of washing it, I just went at it with the old wire wheel, and you can see where all the spots are. It's going to need bondo. So I got to delegate here because we're crushed for time. The bondo takes 15 minutes to set up. So I'm going to do all the spots that can be bondoed first, and then get that on the sand, and then while I'm doing that, I'll do tin work. We're going to DDP shop this piece.
I've made a point in my life to not take any life advice. If A, you're missing a leg, or you live in home or homes that originally came on wheels.
You cut me real deep just now.
All right, so DD's Speed Shop literally said less is more when it comes to bondo, because you're going to spend way more time sanding it off. But I figured it. I'm going to give her all away with it, and I'll just get rid of it with the old flapper disc. So now I'm going to get this tin work with this dirty old scoop shovel. So this scoop shovel here, it's a lot thicker than the tin that's on the truck, but I figure while I'm welding it, I can stick to the scoop shovel side and then just keep going back and forth, and hopefully it looks good.
Shake hands with danger.
All right, this is some of my finest work here. We got some cab corner structure back in here. We got scoop shovel and garbage truck door. But I mean, it looks pretty good. So as far as all these holes are concerned, I bought a bunch of fiberglass filler from Princess Auto. So that's gonna happen there. I mean, the door gap's kind of but we'll make it look mint. You don't need to worry about that gap on the bottom. All right, so as it sits, got all the body work done. I got this fender off some other piece of laying in the backyard. Don't worry about that high-speed Saskatchewan chrome. We got this piece cut in off of the grain shovel, or the snow shovel's in here, and this is off the fender off the garbage truck. Got her all sanded down. Don't worry about this chrome. The worst part of all of this is that, but don't worry, that'll be fine. All the metal work's done over here. A little bit of mud work, and we'll be good to go. All right, so we went at her hard with the Bondo. All of it. Went to Princess Auto, grabbed a couple more buckets, and we went at her pretty good. It's looking a lot better than it did. A lot of this Bondo is structural. It's holding the tape on. But we went at her with the primer, and it looks mint. Come a long way from absolutely no fender to gray and red fenders. Looks badass. We're just zooming on Bondo dust. Are you up on Bondo dust, Kevin? Oh, you're out the back door. You're stunned. Almost forgot about the Dump Fine Paint Sprayer 500. Mint. Oh yeah, mint. The Dump provides. So we're gonna paint right over those dents, but that'll be just fine. So I can't tell on if I'm gonna leave it primer or black, but we'll paint her all primer first. You know what, for high build action. You know, don't want to have runs or whatever in her. You know. Look at that. Rebuilt that whole cab corner with tape and Bondo. Mint. Gonna look pretty sassy. All right, so we posted her on the old Patreon here, and it's a mix between primer and black, but I mean, she looks good in primer. We sanded the side down, but we reckon it looks better in black. So it's 50-50 primer black, so we're gonna go with black, because I'm in. All right, do the honors, buddy. Can't come in her, come on her, rip the tape off. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, this is the Kevin that helps you all you minty pricks out on the Patreon. Oh yeah, buddy.
Oh.
Looking sharp.
Oh, I got a little spit there.
Man, I got goosebumps. Look at that body line. Yeah.
Man. Oh, it just feels right. This just feels right.
Bondo and paint makes her the truck she ain't, buddy. She's looking sharp. Don't worry about that overspray. That's just patina. Keep saying the word patina over and over again. That's what DDP Shop does. It works.
Patina.
Patina.
Oh, don't even worry. That's no big.
That's patina. That's fine.
That doesn't even count.
Man, I think it looks good.
Man, I'm just trying to be careful I don't scratch anything.
I know.
Eh? That's the thing. Man, just a little extra. That's all right.
Hold on. See the dust we have here? We're gonna have to. Where's the spray can? Oh. So we gotta blend that. You see how it's like very evident? Now we just gotta dust that. Oh no, I f***ed that up.
This is my favorite. Oh, look at that. Just looks like a night in Colombia. Bam bam.
Oh.
Bam bam.
You see my list? It said 8-ball on it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's okay. No. Ignore it. We'll just send. That's no problem. That's a mulligan. That's what
we'll
we call
censor
it.
that. Oh. That? Give it a reach around.
Oh,
I did the door jams nice, right? You can't have it looking like.
You sure about that?
I'm just worried I'm gonna pull all. Oh, there we go.
Man, I am on paint fumes again.
Feels good. I forgot how much I like paint fumes.
Yeah, I know. Like she looks good.
You sure about that?
Minty switch.
Oh, buddy. Even in the bumper filler in black, like the red and black. Reminds me of old Slave Lake when I got her. Yeah. Yeah, looks mint. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. What a Princess Auto paint job. They did the Bondo, they did the spray cans. Yeah, buddy. We got the chips. All we had to get that it wasn't from Princess Auto was beer. I mean, if they got beer, like, I wouldn't even leave. I'd probably live in the parking lot for Fox Creek.
No Princess Auto beer would be like twice as good as real beer.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
well, and they do coffee, too. Like, do that Blue Truck coffee stuff that I'm always thinking?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All the Princess Auto, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Man, look at that line. I did that line. That's my door. Man.
Oh, yeah. Oh. And then your body work, like this door was just as hurting as the other door, but your body work was way better than my body work. Good job.
$500 Kijiji. No more ballers. I know what I got.
I know what I got. Man, well, this is a rust-free crew cab. Rust-free. All right, we got to give her a rim job. You just hold the can in one spot and just give her the old spin, right? And she's going to look sharp. All right, well, the front rims are looking good. Real. I mean, there ain't no sticky dope. All right, so we're gonna fire it up. We're gonna wait for the glow plug. She's 90i. We're gonna do the back tire. Man, we'll leave her in first. You don't need a clutch safety. Don't get sucked into the wheel. It looks mint. Alrighty, boys. Well, we'll edit in the old before and after. Looks pretty good. I mean, what's it gonna look like in the sunlight? Who knows? But it's kind of like waking up beside some fat ugly shit. I'm drunk enough to think it looks nice.
Yeah, it's good at night.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, the paint's still kind of tacky. Let's go dirt road the out of it.
You wanna go dirt road?
Yeah. All right. Willer, get a truck. Willer, truck. Go for a rip. Look under the bench. Willer, are you stunned?
Went down here, eh? I went through.
Hey, Willer's not excited, is he?
Oh, no.
Nah, Willer's not excited.
Everyone's excited.
Willer dog! Get your ass outside. Get out of here. We gotta make up a bunch of dust. you got a durability test them.
There you go.
See, now this truck just looks a little, well, it is weathered, but the box is a little high, but I mean the frame and the cab mounts are a little bit, so it's fine.
Big Joe's the name. I told him mine, and he said the name of my rig is Phantom 309.
All right, so here's the deal. Junior's down here watching Little Grip Garage, and my dirty old hillbilly ass. Well, I just finished editing the second part of this video. She's 8:37 p.m., so that's 20:37 for you military minty pricks. All right, so it's 20:30, August 4th, and my crippled ass is getting the 59 out of here. Oh, I'm gonna say I'm gonna leave at 5:30, 6 a.m. Look at this sassy old bird. She is looking sharp. There's a few things I gotta do to her before I go. She needs front tires. I think the front tires are sacked right out. She shakes like crazy going down the highway. But the dump had a bunch of new tires. I don't even know what the going on with these. These are the ones that were on it. I mean, they're probably right fiddle. But I got some other ones, some mint dump M55s I'm gonna slap on there. I got some mint dump rims, and I'll make those work. Wizard dog, you gonna miss me? I know, right? No, we're not going anywhere. Relax. All right, we're gonna pull her in here. All right, so yesterday was my lady's Swiss National Day party. So we drove this thing. It was about 80 miles to where she wasn't back, and everything was mint other than the floppy front tires. Oh, she hasn't run since then. Just listen to how she fires. Listen to this. Just a treat. Oil pressure and everything. I think the old Ford's ready to go. Yeah, like I said, I gotta do the tires a little bit. I gotta do a little bit of other around. But I wanted to post this video before I off. And those reasons are, so I'm gonna be leaving here bright and early in the morning. What did you eat more flying jalapeno poppers, Willer dog? Those are the bees. Stop eating the damn bees and you stink. So what's gonna be happening is I wanna be posting all the updates as to where my fat crippled ass is gonna be. So like I was saying before, I put the old map on the screen. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do my Google map route each day. Well, I'm gonna be trying this shit. Who the knows if I'm gonna make it anywhere? Like this old pile of it hasn't been on the road, like I said, in 12 years or something. Well, the 09 was the last, I think it was 09 was the last time any reported sticker. There was a safety orientation sticker for an oil company inside the sun visor in this piece. So yeah, it could have been 10 years, 12 years, 15 years, I don't know, but it's been a long time since she's gone down the highway. So like I was saying, who the knows how far I'm actually gonna get. I think we're gonna make her pretty good, but I do have a dirty old spare 6.9 in the back. I don't even know if this piece runs. I bought this thing off Facebook Marketplace a long time ago, and it's just been sitting around. I don't even know if it turns over. There's no starter on it. It could be completely but I mean, it's a spare. But the plan is to drive from here all the way down to Montana, Wyoming, and straight across to Chicago and all the rest of that fiddle. So what I'm gonna be doing for the Patreons is I'm gonna be posting my daily Google Maps route. So hopefully we can meet up. I got Kevin, he's throwing some swag packages together for all you minty pricks. So if you guys see this dirty old Ford dialing her down the highway, well, don't cut me off, make me hit the ditch, because I mean the brakes are kind of like a sailboat's brakes. If you see my hillbilly ass, you know, I'm on the side of the road having a piss or something like that, come on over, shake my piss covered hand, or I'll give you a flag. No mouth hole handies on the side of the highway though. We're not, this isn't no Dodge. To all the Patreons that are watching this video is going to be live tonight. Yeah, so hopefully it'll be rendered and uploaded for tonight or early tomorrow morning. So right now it's August 4th. So August 5th this video is going to drop. I'm going to be driving from Gdale, Alberta tomorrow, early in the morning. And I'm going to drive from here. I can't go through Jasper and Banff and all those minty places because everything's on fire, but I will be driving through Whitecourt down through the Cowboy Trail. I gotta go see Manitoba Slims to pick up a spare tranny, and after that I hope to be at Tire Roaster's garage tomorrow night. So that's the plan. Who the knows what's gonna happen, but I'll be posting updates and all kinds of fiddle on the Patreon as she goes. I did the math and it's 6,500 kilometers, and that's if I don't take any scenic routes. So 6,500 communist units is about well, whatever this is right here. So this is a long trip for this old Ford. I hope she makes it. I hope she's mint, but yeah, way she goes if she doesn't. Like I said, all the Patreons, I'll be posting my, the Google Maps route. So when you do a Google Maps route, you basically just click on the blue hyperlink. That's Kevin taught me. It's a blue hyperlink. So with that hyperlink, you're gonna be able to click on it and see my route, and I'll be posting pictures and all kinds of fiddle. Most of it'll be on the Patreon. Some of it'll be on the Instagram, but yeah, long story short, that's what I'll be doing. All right, well, this is usually where I would give all the minty shout outs to all the Patreons that are making this minty debacle possible. But I gotta get my fat crippled ass in gear. I still gotta do tires. I gotta load up a clutch, bunch of tools, bunch of fiddle, bunch of Princess Auto. So yeah, on the next one, we'll give my shout outs. I appreciate every one of you minty pricks. You guys, 10 out of 10. Well, until next video, or I see one of you minty pricks on the side of the road, you guys keep out your ass. Mint.